Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Build a Cops and Robbers map. So last episode we made the town hall, and this episode we're going to be starting the bank. So the bank is located right across from the police station, and it'll be mainly made of stone bricks. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm situating my inventory, getting all the stone bricks out and stuff. And so to first start, we're going to be creating the large staircase located in the front of the building. That's iconic with many older banks. So we're going to do a nice long staircase. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that, and then I'll cut to when I finish it, and so you guys don't have to see all the trial and error I went through. Okay, so we're back, and I'm just finishing up the staircase right now. It took a lot of time and a lot of stone brick steps, or actually not even steps, it's the slabs. So it took a while to get it all perfect, and took a lot of slabs as well, just to make it just the way I want to. So now I'm working on the pillars that will go up to the ceiling of the outside part of the building. These are also iconic for old banks, such as ones you see in either major cities, or even Washington DC is a very good example of it. So just getting all that situated, building up the walls on the side to go ahead and see how everything fits in, and actually start working on the ceilings right after I finish up building the walls. Okay, so I'm building up the pillars to the height of the walls, and I will begin working on the roof that'll go over the pillars. So the roof is going to follow the same shape as the staircase for the most part. It'll go around the side of the building slightly, and it'll hang over the front of the bank. I played around with a few designs and decided that I like the staircases, the brick steps the best. So I stuck with that plan, and sort of looked at to see how it will work, and it looks pretty good. So I continued that design throughout the entire, I guess you could call it overhang, or maybe even a ceiling on the outside part of the building here. Next, I'm going to work on the various details that are going to be going on the pillars by using the brick steps. I'll be doing a lot of, I tested a lot of different designs. Never really got anything what I liked and how I wanted it to look. They all were a little too simple, or maybe a little bit too just random, like a lot of these bricks that I'm placing up at the top. So I tried a few different ideas and sort of played around with it. That's the main thing about building things, is you got to toy around with it a lot. And then I tried out this, and I really liked how that looked. So I did it on this pillar right here, on the outside one, because I knew it was the easiest one I could alter and change without any issues. And I really liked how it looked. So I went around and adjusted all my previous work, and then took out everything else and fit it up to that design that I just made. The ends would be slightly different from the ones in the middle, but they would look fairly similar, and it would look more like actual pillars, like the ones you see in banks and stuff like that, and kind of like the Roman pillars. So I liked how it looked, so I continued on to a grand entrance using the double door and some type of design. As you can see, I did some various things, pushing it out pretty far, but nothing really looked right, and it all looked sort of unnatural, so I kept it the way I initially had. Next, it was time to continue building up the walls and start on the roof. So initially I wanted the roof to be like a peaked roof, kind of like a house that would go flat on the front side of the building, but then sloped on the sides, but then on the front and back it would be like just flat. So I continued to work with that idea and built it up a little bit. After building it up a little bit, I really didn't like how it looked from the front side of the building, and it probably would have looked just awful on the back. So what I was going to do is I was going to go around all of these sides evenly and do sort of a pyramid roof. So I got to a point where I thought the building was peaked enough, so I continued to just make the building top of it flat. So I went around and completed the roof with a nice flat top. After completing the roof, I took a step back and noticed it was a little dark, so I added in some torches and made it look like there was ambient lighting right above, like in the main entrance. So I placed down some torches on the inside part of the building, so that way you could not really see that they were actually there, so that it would seem like it was actually ambient light. I then played around with the main entrance once more, and I just wouldn't let it go. But I eventually ended up getting to a design where it did look pretty nice, but I continued to work with it, and it was just going too far overboard. So a quick loop around the building, you can see how it's looking. The only thing we need now is just a proper floor. We'll go ahead and do it with the chiseled stone bricks, but the ones that have the 4 bricks in them. So I'm just going to go around and fill in the floor. So there you go, guys, the bank is complete, and all we'll have to do is just put some things in the inside of it. So next episode we're going to be working on the post office, which will be right next to the police station. If you guys like this series, then please give it a like, and we'll continue building this wonderful city.